Legends, welcome back to another episode of the Ruck Infringement Podcast. This is a special guest interview. Today's special guest, Jesse Sene-Lefao. How are you, mate?
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me.
Mate, it's a pleasure.
Great.
How did I go with the name? Was that all right?
Hey, it's one of the best since I've been back. So, yeah, very grateful for that as well.
Great. I've been practicing, mate. I've been practicing a lot.
Nice. Good job.
Mate, pleasure to have you here, of course. You're actually a local to me, so really easy to get you on, which is fantastic. Of course, in the studio, for those watching on the YouTube, you'll know the studio quite well. Monday night, so we got the Panthers jersey and the Roosters jersey. But let's get into what we came here for, mate. An interview with you. Let's start off at the beginning. Now, the first question I got for you: who is Jesse Sene-Lefao?
Well, I love how you put that. Who am I? Today, before I speak, I'm probably a husband first.
Love it.
An uncle, a father.
Yep.
A proud New Zealand-born Samoan heritage.
Yeah, wow.
And with all that said, I currently sit here now as an professional rugby player and a founder of Talk Your Walk Foundation.
Yeah, we have heard about that. Do you want to quickly give a quick plug and where people can find you as well?
Yeah, look, man, Talk Your Walk started 4 years ago in the UK. Currently, I come back in December. And we're sitting, in November now? Almost November.
Almost, yeah.
So
week.
Almost 1 year since I've been back. And what we do is we run programs in schools, corporate events, and we help save lives.
Yeah, so good.
And with our programs, we believe that we can save lives, have an impact in our community, and bring culture, resilience, and identity through our young people.
Mate, that's awesome. That's fantastic. And people can find you on social media.
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram. Yeah.
Yes, Instagram heavy.
Yep.
We have a website. It's talkyourwalk.com, obviously. And then we have LinkedIn and also we're on Facebook.
Yeah, awesome. Well, that is great. If you are watching, make sure you tune in. Head over to Talk Your Walk. Of course, on the audio, Spotify as well. Head over there to Talk Your Walk. All right, mate. Let's start at the beginning now. When you were a young guy, was it always rugby league for you? Were there other sports on the radar? Tell us a bit about it.
Yes. When I got introduced to the game of professional sports, it was a guy named John Olomu.
Okay.
All Blacks legend.
Yep.
He's also from the hometown where I'm brought up, is Wellington.
Wow.
And, I was brought up in Porirua for the first 10 years of my life. And John Olomu was the icon. And then Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And then obviously Michael Jordan.
so
it kind of went like that. It kind of went like that. And those are probably the first people I kind of looked at as athletes.
Yeah.
But then growing up, my uncles played rugby league. And some played rugby union. And when I kept seeing them fly in and out of the country, I was like, hey, how do I get onto an airplane? So then it was the dream of watching them or hearing them play in France, play in NRL for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And then he made his way to the UK. And I've just been blessed enough to, follow his footsteps in some kind of way. He's played for the Kiwis. He's played for Tō Samoa.
Wow.
Cowboys and Wakefield.
Yeah.
He's not with us anymore, Uncle Rob. His name was Robert Peaver.
Yep.
Very proud to say he's my uncle. And then my other uncle, Fred Peaver. He played at Catalans, which is in France. They're in the Superleague now.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of heritage there at Catalans. Mate, incredible introduction, of course. Going through the grades when you first started playing rugby league in Australia or even overseas as well, what were some of the junior grades you played for?
Yep. So I went to Brisbane first.
Yeah, well, nice.
And we stayed there for about 3 months. Or no, probably nine.
Yeah.
And the auntie we moved in with, we've never met before.
Yeah, wow.
So me, my mum and my sister moved up there. Things were all right.
Yeah.
And then my mum's sister said, come down to Sydney. So we caught a train from Brisbane all the way to Emu Plains.
Oh, wow.
Yep. It took nearly 24 hours. We got off at Emu Plains and then I went to Blaxland East Public School.
Yeah.
the only dark kid up there. And then we've finally, mum and dad got together. My dad was in Samoa. He couldn't get over because of visas. He finally made his way to Australia. Long story short, we stayed with my auntie for nearly 3 years before we got our own house, and it was in Penrith.
Yeah, nice.
We thought, oh, my mum and dad had seen me put a lot of weight on. In Australia, man, the food's too good. So then we went to Jamison Park and we tried to find a soccer team. We ended up landing at a little club called the Penrith Waratahs. And that's where I started playing footy.
Wow.
The only reason why I left Penrith Waratahs was to play Division 1, because I then had a dream to play at some type of rep footy.
Yeah.
And back then, we were Division 4 at Penrith Waratahs.
Yeah.
And then I went to St. Dom's, which is now called Brothers.
Yeah, yeah, massive for junior footy, of course. We've seen a lot of big names come out of there as well.
Yeah, most definitely. And full circle, like obviously I haven't, but this year I was able to come back, and it's been 22 years since I put on a Brothers t-shirt, and I came back and I played in the Ron Massey Cup. And
That's awesome.
I did one more year with my local junior club, and it was really good. You know, I'm playing with some of the boys' sons.
Yeah.
That's how old I am now.
Wow.
But really, really something different. Like in playing the game and still able to play, you know, because I was, you know, still fit, still feel good and compete at a high level. And to come back and give back to our young people and, you know, up and coming was pretty awesome.
Mate, that is great. Mate, let's talk about NRL. You make your debut. Take us through how you were feeling and how did that come about? Did you get a call up? Like, how was it?
Yeah, man, like my debuts are mixed emotions. I could say I was the happiest guy in the world, and then I could say I was probably the most upset.
Yeah.
Really, really unsatisfied type of guy at the same time. And it's really hard to say that because my debut was in Brisbane, Suncorp Stadium.
Yeah.
I got the call from the team on the Wednesday that I was going to play. In that morning of Wednesday, like the big dogs, you know, Steve Maddai, Jason King, Jamie Lyon said hello to me, and it was a bit more like a big hug. I was like, what's going on? And then we got in the video room, and then they named the team and they left number 17 out. And they said, the reason why it's empty is because someone's going to make their debut. And I'm sitting there like, I honestly didn't expect it. Like, sitting there thinking maybe it's Pitahiku at the time, you know, maybe it's Lengi Sao at the time. They hadn't debuted yet. And then they go, Jesse, you're up. And I went, whoa. I was like, whoa. I couldn't stop smiling at the time. But I try to be humble too, you know.
Of course.
But in saying all this, man, like that was really special. I was able to call my missus and say I'm playing. They all thought I was joking. The first thing they said was, oh my gosh, it's in Brisbane. We've got to go Suncorp. My mum and dad also like, oh, how are we going to pay for this? But it all happened and we got there. Yeah. Debuting on like Suncorp Stadium. I was like, wow, can't wait. Corey Parker was back still in the game. Justin Hodges was still playing back then. And then, first half went on, wasn't on the field. Second half is gone, wasn't on the field. 10 to go, still not on the field. 5 minutes to go, still not on the field.
Yeah, it's hard.
3 minutes and 40 seconds left, I get the call up, I'm on the field. I get on, I do 3 carries, I try and do 5 tackles, the game's over. We win the game. Yeah. In Suncorp. Yeah. Right. Now, my emotions like high, low, excited. Yeah. I'm grateful. And my family, they come to the dressing shed after. And they're like really happy. You know what I mean? Yeah. And here's me really confused. Yeah. Like as a young kid, like I was 24 when I debuted, which is pretty old, but it's like I wanted more. Yeah. And the funny thing is like that year, I was named in the 17 4 more times. And all 4 times, I didn't get on the field. He only used 16 players. Wow. The next time I played first grade was the whole next year, round 1. So I had to wait a whole year to play again. And then the next year was 2014, and I played every game.
It's crazy.
So, yeah, it's quite a journey.
Yeah, absolutely. Mate, let's talk about those days at Manly. Now, We often talk to our guests about some teammates of theirs. Can you give us the funniest teammate that you had?
I found it really enjoyable and funny was Josh Starling,
Oh, okay, yeah,
the
yeah,
big bopper, could swim like a fish
yeah,
and an engine that would run forever. He was like a big boy but couldn't move.
yeah, nice.
And in the fitness, didn't mind it.
Yeah.
Didn't mind the fitness, didn't mind the contact. Everything that had to do with effort, he loved. Hey, but the thing he was really good at was banter. Yeah, he had something about him, and you know he could roast anyone.
Yeah, that's great. That's what you want.
But if he did get roasted, you'd know about it because he's got the biggest sook too.
Oh, that's great. I love it. On the other end of that, let's talk coaches. Now, did you have a favourite coach that you played under?
Yeah, I've had some pretty special coaches, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, not just in Australia. Like I come through Flano when they won it.
Yep.
At Cronulla. Obviously, Jeff Tuvey gave me opportunity. So these coaches have something special. Going to Casper Tigers, you know, Darryl Powell.
Yeah.
You know, Great Britain player. Spent 5 years under him, you know, and we had our differences and we had our strengths. Then I went to Featherstone. I had Brian McDermott. I don't know if you know this guy.
I've heard the name, yes.
He's won, I think, 8 grand finals.
Wow.
Maybe, with the Leeds Rhinos. And then I had Tubbs at Sheffield Eagles. He's the king of Sheffield, right? And out of all of them, I learned different things.
Yeah.
So one, I probably learned character.
Yeah.
One, I probably learned resilience. But what I really enjoyed was the 1 year under Brian McDermott. A lot of people have different opinions about him. He's at the Newcastle Knights now.
Yeah, yeah.
And he played mind games with players, but it was, if you pass the game, you'll be his favourite player.
Yeah, right.
But if you didn't pass, he wouldn't even care.
Wow.
Without a smile, wouldn't care.
Wow.
But these kind of mind games he played, for me, was a challenge. And I've been challenged my whole career. Like, to be honest, I'm one of those guys that always gets picked last.
Yeah.
And then I'm the guy that makes NRL this week and then probably won't play next week because the coach is picking someone else.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm always chasing, right? Yeah. And when I got to meet him and I was a bit older in my career, Brian McDermott kind of taught me leadership.
That's awesome.
And it's a different type of leadership because obviously he's been in the army, he's won 8 grand finals. So,
yeah.
And one of them is standing on your back foot and not taking a backward step.
Yeah, very nice.
Standing still when things are rushing.
Yeah.
When things are fast. When pressure starts to come in. And he taught me just like, stay composed, enjoy the moment, but don't give too much away.
Love that.
And that really, really resonated with me. And it's something that I didn't have at the time. And I felt like I got that from him.
Mate, that is awesome. That's such a great lesson too. Mate, let's talk. Let's continue from NRL. So obviously you move on from Manly. As you said, you joined the Sharks for a little bit there. Take us through what that was like. And obviously the year they win the comp, I mean, was there something special about that year? Did you guys sort of know that it was going to pan out that way?
Yeah, look, I've got a different kind of view on it because when you're in it and you're winning games and you're playing every week, that's a buzz.
Yeah.
Right? Now, when you're not in it every week and you're like, I only played 10 games that year.
Yeah.
There's a different buzz as well because you got a different job for the team.
That's right.
You got a job where you got to support the boys. You got to like make sure they're well prepared to play against the Roosters, to play against the Storm. So your role changes. All right. And yes, everyone said, but you're still part of the squad. You've won a comp.
Yeah.
And yes, we are. But it doesn't hit the same as when you play.
Yeah.
Now, I've played in 5 grand finals in the Super League.
Yeah.
And I've lost every single one. And I've been a part of grand finals and not been picked to play. So from experience, I'd much rather play and lose than not be involved and win.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds selfish, but that's just from my own experiences.
Yeah, for sure.
And like Cronulla was awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of leaders in that team, Mick Innes, Andrew Fafita, even the way Flano kind of coached different players in a different way.
Okay.
Just to get the best out of him.
Yep.
And he kind of knew that I can't coach McInnes the same as Andrew Fafita, or I can't coach Paul Gallen the same as Matt Pryor. They're two different people. And he got that really, I think he really nailed that. And that's why they were able to get to that space. Yeah. Like Jack Bird was young. Yeah. He was a bit naive at the time, but he was a freak. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like he was just doing things with confidence. Everything he touched turned into gold. And sometimes he was going against the team.
Yeah, wow.
But Flatter had this way to get into Jack Bird and then get into the team and everyone buy in and make it okay.
Yeah.
And then, so the culture started growing off that. And when they won, man, I'm not going to say I wasn't surprised.
Yeah.
Because I knew how much work went in and sacrifices that the boys had done. But the players, to see everyone play at least an 8 out of 10 every week was pretty special.
Yeah, and to beat Melbourne as well. I mean, we know the pedigree that Melbourne have had over such a long period as well. So it was a pretty amazing grand final. I remember exactly where I was that day. Mate, let's talk about going to the Super League. Now, obviously, as you said, you played in 5 grand finals, had a really good Super League career. First off, what are some of the differences between the NRL and the Super League for those that may not know? And I know you played more, but did you enjoy Super League better than the NRL?
Okay, I'll go back to the first part of the question.
Yeah.
What's the differences, right? Now, word on just like when Super League teams have their full squad from number 1 to number, say, 20.
Yep.
And they play every week. And then obviously 17 only plays, so there's 3 players that miss out of their best. Then I would say the comp in Super League is just as strong as NRL.
Wow.
Okay?
Yeah, great.
The moment it drops is when they get injuries.
Okay.
Or suspensions. And then they got to pick outside of the 20.
Yeah.
Right? That's where outside the 20 really drops.
Okay.
And the caliber of players that are coming in make the Super League lower.
Yeah.
And it's not their fault. It's just the way the systems are run.
Yeah.
The junior system isn't as strong as here. The pathway system isn't as strong as here. The investment in New South Wales Cup here is much greater than over there. Now, we flip it to NRL.
Yeah.
NRL, you got your best 30.
Yeah.
Right? And then if your best 30 aren't as good, you got the under 20s or flag.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you got the cup to pick from. So if NRL's 1 to 20, right, fine, and then let's get a few injuries, the next person you pick up that comes up is an absolute gun.
Yeah.
All right? And they're going to be able to handle it.
Yeah.
Because they've been in the system for so long. They have been through system. Australian schoolboys.
Yeah.
They come through the system. They're ready.
Yeah.
And, like, it's easy to say, like, an average winger get injured, and then another winger, a young kid comes in and does the same job and probably just 1% better, right? And that average winger was playing well. The new young kid will get a spot.
Yeah.
Unless you're like a Daniel Tupou or a Bizza. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where even though the young guy play well, you won't get a spot.
Yeah.
Now, that's the difference.
Yeah.
So I reckon if the Super League got to keep the 1 to 20, it would compete.
And there's a lot happening now where the NRL are trying to take ownership of the Super League comp, I've heard recently as well. I know Darren Lockyer is over there with London Broncos at the moment.
Yeah. So these are good investments, I believe, to grow the game.
For sure.
This should have happened a long time ago.
Yeah.
And rugby league is growing now. So now people have a bit more money to invest.
Yeah.
And they know the product works. And they should have seen it a long time. But I don't think rugby league was like investing in for the future back then. They were only investing for the now. Where now they're starting to catch on.
Yeah.
And starting to go, okay, how can we grow?
Yeah.
But to grow, you got to lose something.
Well, that's it.
You know what I mean? So the game's probably at its best right now.
Yeah.
In terms of money, in terms of support, in terms of like retirement stuff that you can get, transition, I mean. But yeah, that's probably what I'm going to say about the differences.
I love it. Mate, take us through some of your favourite moments that you played in the Super League.
Oh, I have a lot of favorite moments, man, because
I like it.
Yeah, I played in like the grand finals. I played like some of the stadiums, like we played at Old Trafford.
Yeah, wow.
Like we played at the Spurs home ground.
Yeah.
It holds 80,000 or 90,000 people. We played at the Old Trafford and we had 79,000 people.
Wow.
Like 1,000 off 80.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like you can't. And then where else? Wembley. We played at Wembley. And like you can only see these things on TV. You know what I mean?
That's it. Yeah.
But for me, honestly, like I went to Castleford Tigers, right? Small, you know, hometown.
Yeah.
People wear Castleford like it's their everyday shirt.
Yeah.
When you go on the streets, you'll see someone wearing a Castleford shirt, Castleford hat. It is rugby mad, right? And for me, my favorite moment was probably the things I got to do in the community.
That's great.
Yeah. Like we would go to a park and they'd see me, and so all the kids in the block would come out, right? It's like, yeah, my kids are there too.
Yeah, yeah.
Now my kids are like, Dad, I'm hungry. Dad, I'm hungry. I'm like, yeah, sweet. I go to the fish and chip shop, so it's right there. And I look over and like there's like 50 kids at the park. And like where I'm from in my culture, Samoan, man, like if my kids are eating, you're all eating.
Oh, of course.
Right?
Of course.
So I go and buy fish and chips for the whole park.
Yeah.
All right. Just make sure that everyone gets a little bit of chips, and that we buy. Every kid sits on this mat that we have, Samoan fala, it's called.
Yeah.
A mat, and we just gave all the kids food.
Oh, it's so good.
And you know, we all have the drink and no lips, trying to teach them. But moments like that for me, like it's more than just the game.
Yeah.
But the game gives you an opportunity, probably you know, a platform to have an impact. And for me, that's probably one of the biggest ones. And then the second one's with all the relationships that I made. Like a lot of the relationships I have there now will probably be my family forever. Because when you go over as a rugby league player, you're only going over with your wife and your kids, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's you versus the world.
Yeah.
And if you don't create a good community, when you get there, you can be homesick really quick.
Yeah, for sure.
And we were able to do that. We lived there for 9 years, bro.
Wow.
And it was awesome.
Hey, that's so good, mate. Let's talk about crowds. Now, obviously, you mentioned you played at some of those big grounds, Old Trafford, Wembley. What was the crowd noise like? Because obviously, I watch a lot of cricket. I love when the Barmy Army are going during the Ashes. Are English fans that loud? Are they loud all the time? Is that pretty normal?
It's like they're loud because for some reason everyone knows that song. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's correct.
For some reason they all know that song. And like whatever song is sung, everyone knows the words. Like I had a song when I got there and it was Jesse Sene-Lefao. Jesse Sene-Lefao. And then like the next year they made a new song.
Yeah.
And it was like hey, hey, baby. Ooh, I wanna know Sene-Lefao.
Oh, that's great.
Like that, you know. So honestly, it was
always
crazy.
a chant.
Like, to hear it at Old Trafford, to hear it at Wembley, but then to hear it at Castleford, like our home ground, it goes around the whole stadium.
Yeah, wow.
And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, you know, like if not to stray too far away from rugby league, but if you watch the English Premier League, you hear it all the time.
Oh.
The crowds are wild.
Man U, we went to a Man U game when Ronaldo played. Oh my gosh, they had like 10 songs.
Oh, I can imagine.
Like songs I've never heard of, but everyone knew the words. Yeah, it was crazy.
Mate, that's great. Mate, let's talk Pacific Championships. Now, obviously on the weekend we saw Samoa play Tonga. Awesome game. Mate, are you so proud of how much the Pacific Championship is growing and it's great to see those players like Payne Haas now defecting back to Samoa. Are you really proud of that and really happy to see that?
Oh, I'm beyond proud.
Yeah.
You know, because I was fortunate enough to debut for Samoa and play. And to see the camp then, and then to see them in England when they last came and we got asked to train with them and be in camp with the boys.
Yeah. And
then to see a lot of boys come over. Has definitely, like, it's actually moved the country.
Yeah.
And also our culture's, like, shown in a beautiful way now through the game of rugby league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's pretty special. But I do give the the big ups to Tonga.
Mm.
Because I believe personally that Tonga were the ones that changed the game.
Yeah.
In terms of their big dogs changing a long time ago.
Yeah, 100%.
Andrew Fafita, Jason Tamalolo. They were the first out of all Pacifica to say no to the yellow jersey.
Yep.
And not in a disrespectful way, because they were still at their prime. Or, you know, a New Zealand jersey. And they literally took no money to help their nation.
Wow.
Now, and the reason why I said big ups to Tonga, because Samoan people, we had that chance as well. Way before Tonga, I believe.
Yeah.
And none of our people were willing to do it back then. So they broke the cycle. Now everyone's jumped on, and now we're seeing guys like Paynas.
Yeah, that's it.
We might see a bit more.
Hamaso, I think, has just said he's coming over. Yeah.
Yeah. So these are special things that's happening.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like Australia's been the pinnacle of rugby league from the start.
Yeah.
And I know a little bit of insight on Australia paid. Back then, it was Australia paid New Zealand to be in these nations, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, from experience, boys that were in New Zealand squad said it was the best money, right, they've ever got. But obviously, Australia got the most, right? And I was in Tour Samoa back then.
Yeah.
And then the moment New Zealand went independent, so now Australia doesn't pay New Zealand to be in it or whatever.
Yep.
Look, I don't know the rule, but this, like, the moment New Zealand went by themselves, I spoke to another individual and the money's dropped.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't know the numbers.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's dropped. So the best time they've ever got paid when you're in the Kiwis was when Australia was paying.
Yeah.
Then I believe, and don't quote me, but then Australia paying Tonga now to be in it.
Yeah,
right?
Nice.
And, you know, now they're starting to make some money. Not like Australia, but they're getting like money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I believe, I don't know how it works because in our culture, Pacifica, some of the money goes missing. I don't know. I don't know if it's still the same, and I don't want to say it's happening now.
Yeah, of course.
But every country uses their money differently.
Yeah.
And that's also starting to change because of our new management that's involved. NRL might be involved, and also like Australia NRL might be involved. Now, let's just say Australia become third in the world.
Yeah.
Let's just say. And let's just say Australia's still paying Tonga to be in this comp. Would Australia keep paying?
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where it gets scary.
Sure.
Because people are starting to go to their culture, which is beautiful. But will it be wrong if Australia isn't the pinnacle of rugby league anymore? And would it be okay if another country was? Besides New Zealand.
Yeah, but personally, I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah.
I'd be happy.
You wouldn't, but we're talking about the big dogs.
Yeah, that's right, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The people who invest big money.
Yeah.
Would they like what if the biggest investor is Australian? Now, obviously I'm going real deep now.
Yeah.
But it's just a conversation to think about.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But, mate, it's been incredible to watch lately. And the big thing for me, like, obviously I'm a mad Aussie fan, but when I watch Tonga and Samoa and the war cries and the Sifitau, I think I got that right. When I watch that, it gives me goosebumps every time. Like, it's just so special, mate. So special.
Well, it's like the Origin.
Yeah.
When you watch the Origin, you get goosebumps.
That's it.
It's
yeah.
a thrill for the whole week. Media's a big part now.
Oh, 100%.
And I'm not gonna kind of say it's better than Origin, but I'm saying it's got the hype.
Oh, for sure.
Do you know what I mean? It's got the stories, it's got the content, it's got the people that are coming now.
It's how the haka used to be. You know, everyone used to get goosebumps watching the haka, and now it's the Sifitau, and everyone's like, whoa.
Yeah. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it was marketed like a State of Origin game.
Yeah.
Mid-season, because they know they can get the numbers.
Oh, for sure.
They know they can get the views now.
Yeah.
Obviously, because of all the noise.
Yeah.
All right. And it'd probably take 5 years for it to be big as State of Origin.
Yeah.
But if they were willing to invest in it, I believe it could be one of the biggest games in the world. Yeah.
Yeah. Love it, mate. It's been awesome. Mate, let's move on to a bit of rule changes in rugby league. Now, mate, if you were the CEO for a day, what's one rule you would change currently?
That's a tough question.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of footy now as a fan.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of footy because I'm supporting players. I probably don't watch it at that extent.
Yeah.
I just see the bunker come in. I just see,
Yeah.
like in the UK, you know how you score and you can celebrate and walk back, and then the bunker can call it back.
Yeah.
So we've never seen that in the UK.
Oh,
That's
wow.
new.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you say try, it's a try, and there's no coming back from it.
No video ref at all?
Yeah, but they can't.
They have to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
You have to go to video.
Wow.
To see it. If you don't go to video and you just go try. And now it's come here.
I think I like that better.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come here and someone goes try, and then the guy could be almost kicking the ball, and then
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know where to start right now. Obviously, you can see the patterns though.
Yeah.
So, okay, the patterns are, if they have a rule that they really want to get out there, like high tackles, for the first part of the season, first 4 to 6 weeks, maybe even 4, it will be penalty, send off, penalty, send off.
Look at the sin bins we saw.
The closer we get to Origin, right, which is the middle of the season, starts to taper a little bit. And then Origin will play, and it makes people forget that these are high tackles. As soon as Origin finishes, I feel like it picks back up. Or the 10 minutes sin bin, 10 minutes sin bin. Coming towards the big games, the finals, it starts to taper down. As you know, Reece Walsh, high tackle, they say report.
Yeah.
Right? So they kind of let it go a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you go into the Pacific Nations. So now it's a whole new game. It's a whole new comp.
Yeah.
Right? Now, they're not going to ref the same way in a Pacific game than round 1.
Yeah. Because
that game on the weekend would have been a lot of 10 minutes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
exactly.
If you're asking me if I'm the CEO, I'll probably say just hide this a little bit better.
I love it. I love it, mate. Mate, on the other end of that, let's say there's a young guy or girl coming through. What's one piece of advice you would give them?
This is a good question. Because advice is something for me. Advice that I give is probably from a failure that I've overcome.
Yeah, nice.
And I've got kids of my own now.
Yeah.
And you can always say, you just need to work hard.
Yeah.
Or you can say you need to set goals.
Yeah.
You can say, you got to sacrifice. Now, all of these things that I'm saying, these are non-negotiables if you want to play at an elite level. And these things are things you should know if you want to be elite. Do you know what I mean? For me, now that I'm a lot older and wiser, and the person comes to me for advice because they want to play NRL.
Yeah.
Not because they're not sure what they want to do.
Yeah.
But let's just say, okay, for the question's sake, they're diehard to make NRL, and they come to me for advice about that. Then my answer would be, make as much mistakes as you can as a kid. If you need to throw that offload that you've been dying, go and practice it.
Yeah.
Practice your one-hand offload standing up at training. And then when you get to play on the weekend, which are your club games, you practice it in the game. If you think you want to be a kicker, practice kicking. When it comes to your club game, kick.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. And don't be scared to make a mistake, because as long as you're doing the reps in the training field, it will get better in the game. A lot of us try and do nothing in the training field, and then back ourselves in the game, and it usually goes pear-shaped.
Mate, that's great advice. It's fantastic. If we've got any young guys or girls listening and you want to follow that, definitely follow. Fantastic. Mate, that's about all we have time for the questions on this special episode. So thank you so much again for jumping on, mate. We really appreciate it. Don't forget, you can check out, of course, Talk Your Walk, Instagram. Head over to the website as well. Check it out. Fantastic stuff going on there. So go check that out as well. But until next time, I'm Joey. That's Jesse. Be good.
Let's go.